Hello, my name is Sofia Barca. I'm from section 3, and this journal will be about the last 2 units that were violence and error correction. I would like to say that both units were important for me and had been relevant, especially taking in consideration that hopefully I will be teacher promptly. For instance, when we talk about violence, I could relate the topic with a lot of things, especially in our daily life. For example, in the way in which we use some words to communicate our feelings. Sometimes the words that we used hurts people that is around us. That is not explicit violence, but in that way is violence too. Sadly, nowadays in our world, we can be witness of violence in every aspect. Gender violence, violence against women, the wars in the Middle East, or in the case of our country, we can watch in the news bullying, children killing other children, and some demonstrations against the government, people fighting with the police. That's horrible. So what can I do as theater teacher? I think that my duty as theater teacher and as a person too is promoting the respect in the classroom and also outside of this. Respect to be respected. We can also solve problems without violence. As my mother says, las cosas se hablan. So we can talk with other people, with other person, respectfully in order to solve our problems without violence. On the other hand, the last unit that we saw was completely irrelevant for me because it helped me to recognize my mistakes and errors at the moment to speak or write in English. I loved the way in which teachers helped me to recognize my errors, my mistakes, with the activities that we did, with the quizzes that we did too. I believe that this unit was useful for me because if I am not able to recognize my own errors, I will never be able to avoid them, to avoid my errors, and also I will never be able to teach English correctly. So it is something that I am still improving. Now I know that I have problems with preposition, with word order, with subject-verb agreement, but it's something that I'm trying to correct every day. Reading, searching new vocabulary, and recognizing my mistakes, etc. Well, my evidence is that I did some activities, especially the activities that teachers gave me in classes, the written activities. So in order to improve my grammar, because that is something that I need to improve a lot. For example, I remember that I wrote a story about the book that we had to read, The Mice and Men. But it is my own story about a man that killed a mouse, but it is not the story of the man, it's the story of the mouse, what the mouse felt being killed. And also I remember that I wrote some examples about the use of used to. When should we use used to? Also, how can we use conditionals? How can we use prepositions like on, in, at the moment to speak about transportation, like transport? And that's all. That is something that I did practically to write a lot of things. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.